What's the best way to sound like an American? Hi, I'm Jeff McQuillan coming to you from beautiful Los Angeles, California, and ESLPOD.com. In a previous video, I talked about why using idioms and slang isn't necessarily a good way to try to sound like an American. In this video, I want to talk about some things that you can do that will make you sound more like a native speaker, and more importantly, help you communicate with someone in English. The first thing is to keep it simple. A lot of people try to impress the person you're talking to or the person you're writing to by using complicated words or a word that you just learned last week in your book and now you want to use it. I understand that enthusiasm, but it's actually not a good strategy in terms of communication. Keeping it simple is a much better way to go, a much better method. The reason, or one of the reasons, is that you're not going to make a mistake if you keep it simple. The grammar and the vocabulary, if it's easy, if it's something that you know really well, you're not going to make a mistake on that. And so you're going to sound more like a native speaker because you're not making grammatical or vocabulary errors. You will also sound more confident because you're using language that you really know how to use. And by sounding more confident, you'll probably be easier to understand by keeping the language simple. A second common mistake that people make in trying to sound like a native speaker is to speak too quickly. A lot of people email me and say, Jeff, I can't speak fast enough. I feel like I have to stop and think of the word. That is a problem that you can solve by doing more listening and more reading. Eventually, your speed will improve. However, there are some people who actually try to speak too fast, thinking that by speaking fast, you will sound more like a native speaker. The reality is that when you try to speak fast, when you deliberately, on purpose, try to speak faster, usually that means you'll make more mistakes and your pronunciation will be harder for Americans to understand. So it has the opposite effect. Speaking faster often makes you more difficult to understand, and therefore you sound less like a native speaker. Now, it is true that native speakers like me can, in daily conversation, speak very fast, but it's much better if you are still acquiring the language, if you're still learning the language, to speak a little bit slower but clearly. The person that you're talking to will then understand you all that more and be able to have a better conversation with you. Finally, a really good way to improve your English is to listen to the English that you want to speak. For example, if you are interested in asking a woman or a man out for a romantic date, it doesn't help to read the newspaper because the English in the newspaper, although it will help with your general English, won't help you with the kind of English, the specific phrases and expressions you need, for example, if you want to go on a date. One of the best resources we have here at ESLPOD.com are conversations specifically about hundreds of different topics. So if you're interested in asking someone out on a date or being involved in a romantic relationship, take a look at our Daily English 233, Asking for a Date, or our Daily English 973, Attracting Someone's Interest. Interested in business English? Take a look at our Daily English 220, Giving Opinions in a Meeting, or Daily English 408, Calling Someone You Haven't Met About a Job. We have hundreds of lessons in business English for you to listen to and the specific situations that you may need. If you like this video, please like us, share us with your friends, and follow us on either Facebook or Twitter. From beautiful Los Angeles, California, I am Jeff McQuillan. Thanks for watching.